Hi there. Welcome back to episode 48, I think it is, or 49 of Riverdance. Um, I've been gone for a while. I took a 2-week vacation, came home, caught a virus, got sick with the flu, and now I have strep throat. But I figured I'd better do something for you. This is not the real Riverdance. This is the Riverdance that I'm using to test for the array index errors. Turns out I thought it was the 80. Well, I'll just go ahead and try and get started on something here while I'm jibber jabbering. I wanted to get in here and do a first person, but first I wanted to see the fire that's going on here. Been going great guns right across from the crematorium where they burn up bodies. Now, these guys over here are burning up bodies without even bothering to send them to the crematorium. Hopefully there's really nobody in there. Okay, they finished. Looks like there's still some pieces left on it. So I guess it's going to be okay. I created this whole new area. I think I had a little bit of the commercial area set up here, that was above the industrial area. But I had toned it all down to 25 tiles and had to bring it back up to 81 tiles and put neighborhoods and things outside of the 25 tile area. And this is one of them. So it'll be a little different from whatever you saw last time because I had to redo the whole thing. And I also built a little plateau up here that was just something fun to do while I was waiting to find out if the game was going to crash. And of course, all the rest of that will look probably fairly normal to you, the regular plateau with residences. And I made a few changes, as you remember from the last one. We'll go into that as we get into the game. Okay, I'm going to just grab somebody somebody who's leaving the area. Well, not a hearse specifically. And this is a box factory truck. I wanted to grab something, a person who was leaving, but there don't seem to be any people's vehicles leaving, just vans. Oh, what's this little guy here? Maybe I lucked out. Uh-oh, where are you? Right here. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I thought I saw it. No, I didn't. Darn. Is that a van? Yes. That's another hearse. Okay. Well, I really wanted to go in and show you this pretty little plateau, so I guess I'll just go in and I put a metro up here too. This is all nightlife commercial. Oh, nothing like popping down inside a building. Okay. Oh, good. We got a lady here. She's going somewhere. We'll grab her. That's always easier than trying to do it in first person. As myself. Uh-oh. She's probably leaving. Going home. Darn. Well, we'll jump into her till she gets to the metro, just so you can see what it looks like from down below. There. Those are the parking lots I put in. That's the walkway on the edge. She won't get that far. She's going to go right over here to the metro. I can almost guarantee it. Yeah. going to follow this guy into the metro. And I don't particularly want to take a metro ride. So we'll stop her, jump out of her. Is this one over here going home? Yeah. I just made this, so I don't think there's going to be any people out here. So I'm going to just tab in first person. And just pretend I'm a sim. See, we're in the new plateau that I created just 2 days ago while I was still trying to try out the mods in this 81 tile city again. I really don't want to give up the 81 tiles if I can help it. I still have her listed. That's going to create a problem. Got to get out. I'll get back in a minute, but I have to get rid of her completely first. Then go over here. Okay, there we go. Okay. I made this promenade walkway area along the 3 edges of this 4-sided cliff area, specifically so that we could look out over the edge and see our city, or the Sims could, while they're up here shopping in the shopping center. Doesn't my voice sound great? Yeah, pretty bad. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I just wanted to walk through that and show you how pretty it is. And I think I see a real car, but it's probably right there. I just popped out of my first person mode so that I could get over here and have a look. Is this one parked, or oh, it is. Gosh. Absolutely nobody. Oh, that's a hearse. I don't want to do a hearse. Although he would at least be driving around. Maybe we'll go ahead and do him for just a teensy bit. It beats the heck out of nothing. Just what I was doing. Okay, he's got 6 bodies in there already. He only needs to pick up 4 more before he goes back to the crematorium. He's headed to the nightclub Happy Hamster. Now I had to get rid of Akira Ishikawa's enhanced garbage and enhanced hearses, and instead I got the mod that was called Districts, which when you zone in a district, an area, if you put your city services inside that zoned area, they will stay inside that zoned area, and that includes not just hearses and garbage, but that also includes fire departments, ambulances, police departments, just, everything that is a city service stays inside the zoned area. Makes a huge difference. Looks like we might be going down off this plateau. Yeah, we are. Unless we're going, no, we're in the right-hand lane, so we're going to turn. There's another park that I put there for cars to park in. On the left, sorry about my sniffling and my crappy voice. Anyway, I did that, and it allowed me to have a much better control over the hearses and the garbage trucks. And before I took Akira's out and put in this other mod, all these hearses were spinning in the road, and the garbage trucks were spinning in the road, and they weren't picking hardly anything up. They were just running back and forth and being constantly dispatched to a different place to pick up a body before they got the body they'd previously been dispatched to. They'd get dispatched to 20 bodies before they'd finally get to one before the dispatcher changed their route. That was my problem with Ishikara. So his or her mods came off, and so did Skylines Overwatch, which is also his or hers, because it was what was controlling the hearses, with the dispatching and whatnot. And all of a sudden, the hearses started picking up, going directly to, like, this guy's still going to nightclub Happy Hamster. He would have been redirected at least 5, 6, 7 times by now on the old mod. And he's still going where he's supposed to go. And when he gets there, he will pick up a body. On the other one, if they finally did get to a building and get into it before they got redispatched, sometimes they sent in the men and came out with the casket, but they never loaded anything. I mean, the casket must have been empty, because the load bar, this thing down here, see if I can get this to work. This thing down here, it was still just showing no load, or the load it had before. Well, not that problem with this one. So I think we're doing better. I've put in the no fog thing, and I've put in quite a few. I've put in quite a few mods back in. 81 tile mod was the first one I put back in this time, since I took it out last time first, and then took everything out and tried putting everything back in, and everything worked fine. But everything's working fine now with the 81 tiles in, so sooner or later I'm going to hit something that's going to create a problem, and I think I know which one it is. I might try that after I get done doing this video. Okay, there they come. They were at 60%. They're now at 70% load, and they're going to another nightclub Happy Hamster. I mean, there's a bunch of them. So they're headed out to that one now. And I'm going to put you on hold for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, but every once in a while I have to do a bunch of hacking and nose blowing, and I didn't think you'd want to listen to that, so. Okay, so we're in the area now that eventually I put in a metro system, which if we get anywhere near it, I'll try and jump out into a pedestrian. It's not on this street. It's on a street where the buildings are on the left and the park is on the right. I think it's the one off to the left of this, so that might be a while. We might have to wait till we jump out. I want to, one of the mods that I just brought in is crossings. Because see the crossings here that everybody's got? Well, there's no crossing next to the metro line station where everybody's coming out, and they're all going backwards from it into the one shopping area street that is behind it, but they're not crossing the street to go, into the 3 streets that are down below. And of course they have to do that. There we go. Okay, we just went from 70% to 80%, so they're picking up a body. I love this mod. It's working so good. It really is. I mean, it may have its problems, but so far I haven't figured out what they are. Um, Everybody seems to be getting picked up. The one problem I did notice is with the garbage trucks and the incineration plants and the crematoriums that the vehicles come out of. They're supposed like the garbage truck, crematorium or incineration plant is supposed to have 28 trucks. It never seems to get over 12 sent out, and quite often there's only 2 or 3. But it kind of looks, I mean, they're picking up the garbage, and so it kind of looks like maybe they're only sending out as many as are needed. With the hearses, though, it's also not always sending out all of them, and I either need to add more crematoriums or step up my game with some cemeteries for a wee bit, because I don't know if I can do this while I'm following, but I'll try. We'll see if I can hold it. If I go up here and I check, yeah, it's still going. If I check healthcare, it's at 200, down from 208. But death care is down to 472 from 533. So, okay, I guess it's working. And now I have to go back into this guy. Here we go. Okay, get that off. Come on. And then click on this guy to get my little box back that tells me how many we have left. We have 80%, but it's going back. The hearses do this sometimes, and this might be why it seems to take forever to get the body count down. The hearses go back. This one's going back with 8 bodies. Some of them go back with only 2. Some go back with 4 or 5. Okay, so he went into the crematorium, and of course then we lose him, and we get bounced back to where we jumped into him, which is up here on the plateau. Now I want to go down here to where our metro system is. I guess the fastest way to find it I seem to have jumpy traffic and a jumpy cursor. I hate that. I'm trying to use this thing on the left to locate where. There it is. There's my metro system. Whoa. See, it's going way too far too fast. Maybe if I take it down to 1, will that mean that, yeah, that helps. Okay, so that's where it is. I can come out of it now. And then, where'd it go? It was right there. It was right there. Where did it go? Huh. Okay. It's right there. There it is. Okay, so right here, if I can get down close enough, you can see all the people coming out in it. Or you would be able to if I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to try and go down in first person to show you something. Okay. Now you can see they're coming out here from the metro, and they're going back behind the metro into the park system that goes back here to these roads. But nobody's going across the street to go into the park system that goes to this group and the 2 groups down the hill. I mean, nobody's getting into those parks and then going across to the other buildings. So I'm going to, well, first I'm going to drop down and show you what I was talking about. It's just that you can see it better this way. There. Okay, so everyone is coming out of the metro across the street there, but nobody is crossing over the street. Okay, if they are, it's way, way up over that hill, which is, I mean, they have to go practically down to the far end. See the crowd just walking away, not a soul going across the street, Nobody's going across the street. Everybody's going into the parking lot behind there. And nobody's going across the street. And we're all walking really slow. I need to fix that. I guess it's just me that's walking really slow. This actually looks okay. Okay, nobody's crossing over here. I mean, the only people that go in there are tourists that get dropped off on that side from a vehicle. So my shoppers aren't getting to the stores. So I am going to put the crossing right here, right next to, if I can get in here. Oh boy, having a little trouble getting this to work. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the roads icon, open up the roads, and instead of putting a road in, I wonder if this is my, gosh, my mouse isn't working good. Okay, instead of putting a road in, I'm going to go down here where you can change the type of road curve, down here on the bottom, down here. And below all of these, the green question mark all the way over to the blue box with the arrow in it, there is a little icon with a person in it that says build crossing. Has a little person walking across. So I'm going to put a crossing right here. I'm going to click on it. And there, now we have a crossing here so that the next batch of people that come out can go across. And here they come. And I am going to go back down in because I just don't think you're going to get to see it very well if I don't. I have everything on hold until I can get myself positioned nicely so we can see what these people are doing and not just see shadows. I got to get the sun on the other side. They're all having the sunshine on them from the back side. And it makes it hard for you to see who they are. Okay, this is a whole group of people coming out. They would normally go up that street on the sidewalk where those people are coming down, but I'm hoping some of them are going to go across this time. So we'll just back up a little bit here so we can see the whole thing and turn it on. Aha! Oh, okay. Aha, maybe. Yay! There they go. Okay, we got people crossing the crosswalk. Terrific. Some people, a few, might still be going up the other way. And it looks like everybody that went across the street is jumping on bicycles, but at least they went. Let's see what the next group does. Oh, I cannot get my mouse to work. Okay, we got people going down into the metro. And people using the crosswalk to go across. A bunch of old ladies and old men. The ladies in pink, the old guys in their onesies, old grandmas and grandpas. We'll see if they all jump on bikes or if they walk. Oh, they're all biking. Does anybody walk? Hardly anybody walks. Is anybody going up the street? There are a few people walking up the street. There are. And there's a few just standing there trying to figure out what they're doing. What they're going to do next. Okay, they're going across the crosswalk. So now we have some separation. And it looks like these people are almost all. Yep, they're all jumping on bikes. Every one of them, but at least they're going. Here's the next batch coming across and jumping on bikes. Wow, absolutely nobody is walking. And I only said for this area, encourage biking. I did not say, you know, you have to get on a bike, but apparently that's what they're doing. Now, it'll probably take, 5 or 6 hours real time for them to finally get around to deciding that they're going to um, walk out into the park here. But at least they're going across. I think I'm going to jump one of these guys and see where he's going. I have 5 minutes left. If I can just... Oh, God. If I can just get over here where I can grab one of the next guys coming across. Any one of them. I'll just grab anybody coming across that sidewalk. Oh, heck. Why wait until then, huh? I have to get off first anyway. Okay. There's a grandma. We'll grab the grandma, because they usually go slower, and then we can watch people go around them. And we'll follow her. She's going to Game Cave, but apparently she's going to go across the street and jump on a bike first. Hold on a minute. Sorry, had to cough. Okay, it looks like she jumped on a bike, but we're still looking through her eyes. Okay, we still have 3.5 minutes. Maybe if I speed this up, maybe she'll go a little faster. I want to see if she gets off her bike and walks through a park, or she rides on it all the way around the parks. On this little green sidewalk, bicycle lane. See exactly what she does here. She's going so slow, but there's nobody behind her either, so. Okay. For some reason, my game is really jerky. I think it might be because I raised the resolution on it. Mr. Maison said these purple trees off to the right here, if I could get my mouse to work good enough. Sometimes you'll see some little purple jacaranda trees that I got from Mr. Maison. And in the distance, they were disappearing. The flowers on them were disappearing, and then they were reappearing. So I changed the resolution from 1600 by something to 1900 by something. And I think maybe my game does not like that. So I may have to go back to 1600 just so that things will move a little better, because this is not good. I wonder if I can change the speed up here. Okay. Speed multiplier, let's try that, see if that helps. Will it let me do anything? Okay. I can't tell if that's making a difference or not. Okay, let's try movement speed. Well, I'm not seeing anything. This is on the first person camera things that you can do. And I'm having trouble doing anything because my mouse won't cooperate. I don't know that that made it go any faster. I think it's just making it jump quicker, instead of movement being not jumpy. Okay, see, now this is the areas that I wanted people to get to, but I was hoping they'd go through the parks to do it. That big park area that's in between. but they're not, and at least not at the moment. And we're at 29.58 minutes, so I guess I pretty much have to stop now. Let's see if I can jump into this lady. Okay. And just follow her along. What is she doing? Oh, she's going the same way behind the grandma I was already in. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this game. I'm going to try and make one now for the fort people, the intermediate people. I call that the fort people. And then one for the beginners. So I will see you later. You can go check out one of those to see me doing first persons. I think I'm going to grab a car and just drive across the the entire city, the entire map on the next one. So see you there if you want to join me. Bye.